Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about a very cool DePin project. So, we have so much bullshit in this narrative that I think it's becoming like out of whack. So that's why I think today it's a pretty cool moment to come back about DePin and present you like a very cool project that is really delivering and that is really bringing value to the Web3 space. So no bullshit here. So first thing first, as always, do your own research, not a financial advice. I'm going to present this project that will be listed on q42.co. I'm an investor into the project. So I'm going to try to explain it, why I like this project, and like that you can make your own opinion based on that. So first thing first, we are on Q42 Twitter. So last sale was Average Labs, was a very cool one. I recommend you to have a check out their socials. I think they are going like crazy in terms of virality and like how they build in August, which is pretty cool. And then a tweet about AI. At Q42 we are very bullish AI. We have a bunch of guys in the team that are very proficient in AI. So I think that's cool, and that we're going to release way more content about AI. So if you don't want to miss ads, first thing first, you want to follow Q42 on Twitter. And second thing, I'm going to disclose the name of the project, but all the terms about the investment will be listed on q42.co. I would recommend you to have a check. And so let's start off. So the project is AI Agent. So recognize, if you are into AI, you recognize the agent name, which is, to make it simple, a bot kind of trained by AI that is performing tasks. So that's cool. So you can see that the narrative of this project is about gaming, AI, and DePin. So I really like this project because first thing first, they are just super strong at Web3, They understand how Web3 works, how community works, The founders have done like many projects in the past that are still running, very successful, so that's pretty cool. Second things, I think, in terms of socials, they joined not a long time ago and they are already like a very big on Twitter. Their spaces are relevant, everything they are doing is relevant, so it's like, it's a kind of like a no-brainer for me, I really like it. You have two videos, one from the CTO and one from the CEO on Twitter that are very interesting. The CEO, I think, has a very strong experience regarding gaming, really understand the role of this agent in gaming and why it's kind of like the future. So that's the thing I like here. It's like we are kind of like a project that is really trying to disrupt an industry powered by AI, building some cool DePin stuff. Like, it's a no-brainer. I'm a bit like a skeptic about the website, but some liked it, some didn't like it, but it's a cool one. So you can see you have PG, one of the founders is a founder of PG, perhaps you know it. Then you have like few things explained, and the three most important thing is like this AI agent. I think we all understand the name of the project now, powered by DePin. So these decentralized GPUs infrastructure are so important in crypto and are really, really, really important. And then all these on-chain assets. So let's get a bit more into the details about the project, why I like it and why I don't like it. So as I remember, as I told you, the terms are on q42.co. So create an account and you will have the terms there. But I can give you a clue here. We are investor at below 30 million fully diluted valuation, FDV. So that's not low, but that's not high. And I'm going to explain a bit more why and the potential about the project. So they did pretty recently, like a few weeks ago, they released the first human trained AI agent from visual data. So it's kind of like they are taking all these visual data to train the bot that will be able to play in some games. So that's pretty cool, right? And I feel that's the future of like gaming. And we all know it, in gaming, we have seen so many, I think, bots and so on. So now it's about like, how can we kind of like make them a bit more relevant, a bit smarter and everything. So you can see here, they have like partnered with so many like crazy teams, iFear and so many other ones. So that's pretty cool. So if we can sum this up, it's about AI, it's about DePin, it's about gaming. I think it's more about DePin and AI because like on the way they approach, I think, the product, and I feel like when I've chatted with them on how they want to build next, what they are going to build next, could be like a bit more DePin. So that's a cool thing. So the token like AGNT will power the whole ecosystem. So they have, of course, many things like some burning mechanism and everything, but that's not the thing, I'm like the most excited about. And so as a user, you will be able to buy, sell, rent all these agents, and that will create like a lot of economical lot of like value to the token and to the holders. So if we were to look at Render, so as you know, we invested in few decentralized infrastructure like Render GPUs. Some very, very cool deal. It's trading at 3 billion FDV, which is very, very high. Here, AI Agent is not about building the first layer of the infrastructure. It's an application on top of this like kind of like infrastructure. So it's more like kind of like an HNT vibe to me. So HNT is a bit more infrastructure because like they are building like product kind of that, you know, that is a physical one. Here it's a bit different, but you can see like could have like some strong potential. And we're going to chat a bit more why with this. So I think the thing I like with AI agents is like these are like real builders. Like they build like they are bootstrapped, you know. So since like I think during months they built without raising any money. Now they are raising because they are getting closer to the TG and they need funding to kind of like build the POC and all this kind of stuff and like just like, you know, increase the velocity. And they are not raising that much, you know, if you compare to like other like Giza like and also like I would say AI protocol that sometimes are a bit more infrastructure related, but still they are raising quite a lot. And you know, at the end of the day, you know, we want to invest in projects who are raising what they need to build and to like to sustain at a decent FDV. And you know, like when I was chatting with them like a few months ago, the FDV was higher than it is now. And because like the market changed and because like they are really close to the investors and they want the best for them and super excited to have them on Q42 and you know, to have this relationship with them, they reduced the FDV because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, of course we are all here to make some profit or to get some smart exposure to like these deals, and that's the goal of Q42, you know, to help you build your VC portfolio, which is something very important in crypto, and also invest in projects that do make sense, you know. And you know, when I invest in AI agent, I'm like super cool team, super cool project. I think the EV is pretty high. That's why we present it here compared to like so many other like DePin projects who are more about bullshit and like, you know, fugazi than really delivering. But also like I'm super happy to invest in a company that will perhaps build something super cool. You know what I mean? And I think that's something very important. Let me check if I have missed a few things on my notes, but I think pretty all good now. And just to end up on this kind of like way to sum up how is it going. So we have the product here, mapping these like trained agents. They get like some ask about like I want this agent, and so they can train it and use like infrastructure like Ether, render, all these kind of things to train this agent. And so you have like some kind of like value creation in this process when people are using the tech and everything. So I think that's pretty cool. So now it's time to wrap things up. So follow Q42 on Twitter, go check the sale and the terms on Q42, and see you soon.